run back. Nope. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet. Oh man. Now we've got to look for them. Oh wait, we have a lot of time. What's that? 50 minutes. Nah, we know they're dead. One person should stay, I think. Kenai nodded. Oh yeah? Yeah, someone yoinked it. Oh, that means some guys might not be able to get in? Maybe. How should I know? Pretty much. Oh, true. What? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no. We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door. But that's Quark, Tenmyoji, and Clover's team. And I think those two are dead, so it doesn't actually matter. Who would be pairing up with Quark? Who's the Scion pair? Well, maybe someone killed them, takes the bracelet so they can solo the white door by themselves? What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet? Then why aren't they back yet? They can't. They literally can't. What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet. How? Yeah, I don't think so, okay. It has? Oh. Yeah. The cheat key. Luna? That is true. I guess there is a way to cheese it, maybe. But that's against the rules. Can we call Mr. Bunny? It's been a while since we saw him. Saying Luna is. Somehow. Though we saw him as an old man in a hologram, so it's like so it's not literally him, but it could be like some android with his consciousness or something, or just like not him. If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us. I don't believe in this theory right now, though. I think someone can cheese the doors, but not in this instance. This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
わかった。それでは、
No.
私はここにとどまろう。
Okay.
では私とシグマさんで
Just for permanent partners with Kay.
CD が解放される5分前には戻ってこいよ。あ、そうそう。ディオを連れてくるのを忘れないようにな。
Yep, we'll bring them back. Of course. Where are we going? They were in the treatment center, so I don't know if they're still there. We're kind of skipping it. Oh wait, no, we're going up. Never mind. Pantry? Still haven't done this. Though we've seen it a lot. This is the pantry?
そのようですね。
Well, looks like they're not here.
クオーク君捜索時の2人の担当箇所は赤の扉の先、
Hmm,
すなわちこの部屋のはずですが、
that's true. Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head
わ
upstairs.
かりました。
To the lounge? Is that the equivalent? Yeah. They chilling in the lounge? I think they're dead here. Maybe. Maybe not. They're in the other pod. They're just crammed into another pod. The last one. No one's here either, huh? Hanmyoji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could actually have seen his eyes. Oh no, Kay actually has radical sits, I think. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
あ、いえ、飲みたいのは山々ですが、私にはこの仮面がありますので。
It's interesting, because that one ending where everyone died, maybe from radical sits, Kay was the only one missing. Right, sorry, that's it. So I thought maybe he couldn't get it, but if he's a real human, which I guess maybe this confirms it, then he could get it. I just don't know how he would die. Honestly, I gotten so used to this dude, I kind of forgot you're wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything? I think it's obviously to mask his identity to some people would recognize him.
実は、
Oh? He remembers.
徐々に
Oh shit. Give me that info drop. Really?
はい、
What did you remember?
父のことです。
Father. When dad you remembered that? Did it just pop out of nowhere? When dad do you okay, good one, good one.
ふざけないでください。
Yeah. That's dumb.
私は真面目に言ってるんですよ。
That was dumb. Sorry. So you remembered who your father was. What about your mom?
どうやらいないようです。
It's freaking Santa, dude. Maybe.
私には
Wait, was Santa an orphan? I think so. Oh. So your dad raised you?
ええ、まあ、
Or it's not Santa. Santa's son. I need the info drop. He stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him. What
私
the
は
fuck?
父が働く研究施設の中で育てられました。
Look at the tiny K. Oh my god. I wish I could get the freaking raw for that.
その施設で働いているのは父一人だけだったので、
That's classic.
私は成長するまで父以外の人間を見たことがありませんでした。しか
Huh.
し、何しろ生まれた時からその状況
The
です
tiny
から
rabbit.
それを不審に思うことさえありませんでした。
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had with the education software he'd given me was with the education software. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it made sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and as usual was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at the moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. Well, it sounds like Tay's a robot. I thought like the tiny robot Tay was just like to hide his identity. I don't know. It's kind of like on the border to make you guess if he is or not. But it seems like he made a mother. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. Aww. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she were a real person, but I refused to answer to her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I'd still have the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoke him to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Sounds kind of like Akane. No, it made sense if his father's Santa, maybe. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She was helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. Well, that wouldn't work if Santa's the father. Wait, is Tenmyoji? Is he like a double playing us or something? But it kind of doesn't make sense with everything we've seen of him. After she was settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I would never share a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through the research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it more comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while, every day I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. Oh, after a suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we're working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. Whoa. Yeah, well, that confirms it. Easy. Wait, I mean, it kind of looks like Snake, but I don't think it's Snake. So I think it's Santa. Santa June. And Dioto June. And Santa Zero, I guess. It would have made sense if it was Snake, though that is kind of his swag. Anyways, 4 years have passed in a blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say she planned to give her life to achieve their goal. Give her life? It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. I mean, maybe it's not June. If you want to know, it doesn't really make sense, but what if it's like the biggest brain twist? That's Lotus, and that's like 7, which would be hilarious. Probably not 7, but like Lotus is more of a research-oriented person. So maybe? The big twist, man. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. Huh. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with the research I had poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I had misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research, had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she had shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I would have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. I mean, this sounds like June now, kinda. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For her sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. Tenmyoji. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that was why I lost my memory. Good lore drop. We actually learned a lot, I think. Kayla wrote a deep, tired sigh.
すみません。すっかりと長話をしてしまいました。
It's all good. It's okay.
記憶というのはないと不便ですが、戻れば戻ったで面倒なものですね。
It was kind of long, but I enjoyed it. So you remember almost everything.
いえ、細かいところはまだ不明のままです。特にここ最近のことは何も。
Huh.
申し訳ありませんが、シグマさん、少し横になってもいいですか？
Sure. What's wrong?
具合が悪いのです。
Think he's getting radical suits.
あまりにもいっぺんに昔のことを思
Maybe.
い出したせいでしょうか。頭が。
Oh no. Don't actually explode though. Are you okay?
ええ。しばらく休めばすぐに良くなると思います。
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself. Well, I mean, I guess Kay's technically Zero Senior then, if he's the spare and the real Senior Senior is just gone.
すみません。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, we're gonna like go back and find Phi dead and Kay dead and everyone's gonna be dead or something. Kay loaded himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Okay. That's kind of funny because he's so big. Well, guess I'd better get moving then. Where are we going? I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
分かってる。ちょっと様子を見に来ただけだよ。
Okay.
待てと暮らせと誰もやってくる気配がなかったから。その感じだとまだ見つかってないみたいだな。四つ葉と天明寺。
Damn. Yeah.
K は
He's at the lounge.
別れることにしたのか。
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door in the lounge and walked in. He's just dead.
おい、どうしたんだ K のやつ。
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
大丈夫なのか。
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. I remember, there's a real person inside that suit. Maybe. I'm sure he's just tired.
疲れか。シグマ、お前の方はどうなんだ。
What?
顔に疲労感がにじみ出てるぞ。3日3晩履き続けた靴下みたいになってる。
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolute zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but I don't actually think he's one of us, to be honest. Do you think it's Dio?
さあ
I don't think it's Dio. Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... Damn, I think Dio's not lying about only killing the lady. And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? It's Kay's mother. What's her deal? Hell, are there any... What are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
おいよせよ
I mean, it's true, we don't have any backstory.
私のことを疑ってるのか
No, that's not it.
私はお前と同じようにわけもわからぬままにこの施設にさらわれてきただけだ12月の25日に
Okay. She trailed off. Oh. Huh? You heard that, right?
ああ確かに聞こえた通路の方からだ
Let's go and have a look. What's happening? Maybe they got on the elevator?
ボタンを押してみよう扉がすぐに開かなかった
It's Luna.
エレベーターは今下の階にあることになる
Feel like I'm gonna have to split this session into 2 episodes. It's so long, dude. Oh, it freaking opened up. Wait, did it? No, we've been on the same novel for so long. I don't even think it opened up. It's just the same novel for an hour. Wow. We'll see. Guess it's not going to a dead end. It's just long.
やっぱりだ
Or it might be locked. Let's go. Where are we going? Who's snooping? Which way? Where do you think they went?
とりあえず緑の扉の方に行ってみよ
Why?
うこの扉の先には治療室があるそしてあの部屋のポ
True.
ットの中にはクオークとディオが
So?
気になるだろう二人が無事かどうか確認しておきたいんだ
They're fine. Tenmuji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
言い切れるか
Huh?
ディオはローバの殺害については犯行を認めたがアリスとルナをやったのは自分ではないと言っていたもしもその言葉が本当だとしたら
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
とにかく
I believe him.
無事なら無事でそれでいいんだ念のため確かめておきたいだけなんだよ
Alright, fine. Yep, smart Fi. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. Oh, I think Dio's trying to be dead, man. Quark's chilling. There was Quark sound asleep. See?
ああ確かに杞憂だったのかもしれんな
Still have one more pod to check. Hello?
ディオの方はどうだ？
Let's open his. Can we check the third pod? I think my theory about Clover and Tenryuji being crammed in there might be true. Yep, he died. Good one. What the hell?
シグマ、脈を。
I think he looks a little dead. Fine. Knew it, man. Looks like he choked out somehow. Maybe he died in the pod because we didn't do the options right or something. It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
見ろ。
Oh no.
ポット内の酸素濃度が 0% になっている。
Yeah, I think we actually killed him by accident. Then that means he asphyxiated. But why?
誰かがこの装置を操って。
Or or someone else did it. Okay, we're safe. Ooh. Luna. Luna, dude. It has to be Luna.
とにかくこのことをケンに知らせに行こう。ほら、行くぞ。
Your K is dead, you know it. Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. Everyone's dying. Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay, wake up. Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulder and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up. Oh,
あったのですか？
he's alive. We explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0. I mean, technically, I think it's either Luna, but technically it could be Phi since we were with Kay the whole time, so it obviously couldn't be him.
なぜあの老婆とアリスさんとルナさん3人を殺害したのはディオさんのはず。なのにその殺人犯であるはずの彼が
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji, and Phi, and Luna,
あるいは
technically.
クオークという可能性も。
We still haven't checked the third pod, dude. What if Tenmyoji and Clover are just chilling there? What? No, that's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
あくまでも可能性の
That'd
話
be
だよ。
funny.
考えられないこともないと言ったまでだ。
でしたらファイさん大変申し上げにくいのですが
Yeah, for sure.
あな
私に
Yeah. You're the... Oh, Kay's the only one with the hard alibi. And Alice.
そうです
And Dio, I guess.
私とシグマさんが B 階の倉庫を出て行った後ならいつでも犯行は可能だったでしょう。
おいおい、冗談はその見てくれだけにしてくれ。私はずっと B 階の倉庫で四つ葉と天明寺が来るのを待っていたんだ。だがいつまで経っても誰も来ないからしびれを切らして A 階へ。するとこのラウンジの前でばったりとシグマに出くわして。
She went up to explain about the sound we'd heard.
なるほど。物音ですか。だとしたら、やはり四つ葉さんと天明寺さんが犯人という可能性が濃厚でしょうか。
K とシグマは二人を
Yep.
捜索している間、ずっと行動を共にしてたのか。
ええ、そうです。
片時も離れたことはなかった。
Nope. Yeah.
いずれにせよ、今はじっくりと考えている時間はなさそうですね。
Oh, yeah. Almost white door. We have to solo that shit too. Oh crap, we've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
やむを得 B 階の倉庫に向かおう。もしかしたら四つ葉と天明寺は
They're dead. They're in the third pod, I'm telling you. It's the only hiding place we haven't checked, I think.
ところで、ディオさんの番
Or like in the room, wherever the room Clover and or not Clover, Luna and Alice are. Is what? Huh?
やはり回収してないんですね。
Yeah, his bracelet was in the pod.
ディオさんのバングルは緑のそろばん。
You guys need it.
一方、 私とファイさんは紫のペア版ですから。
That was an oversight.
そうか。ふっかりしていた。ディオの番号がないと
Run!
私とケイは。
そういうことになります。
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
いえ、何も3人で行くことはないでしょう。バングルは私が拾ってきますから。
Okay.
先に下の倉庫に向かってください。
わかった。
ああ、そうそう。その前にこれをお渡ししておかなければ。
Yeah, the two yellows. The yellow pair bracelets? Were these Alice and Luna's?
ええ、この2つのバングルがないと。
Yep.
青の
Thank you,
そのバングルは
Kay.
シグマさん先ですから。さあ、どうぞ受け取ってください。
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
よし。それじゃあ行こう。
Shit. They're still not here.
するとケイが言ったように。やは
Nah,
り
they're
白の
freaking
扉の
dead. I don't believe it. With quartz bracelet?
先あるいは
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that. Maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. But it's true. You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then you, Kay, and Quark and I are the only people still alive in here.
私だって信じたいさ。二人は生きていると。だが
We heard a noise and turned. It's your boy, Kay, jogging. Those are some hefty footprints.
お待たせ
Footsteps.
しました。
ディオのバングルは
それがもちろん
Technically. Huh?
まあ見ていただくのが一番早いでしょう。
What happened?
これがポットの中に転がっていた。
What? Someone broke it. Huh? What the hell?
おそらくディオさんを殺害した犯人が壊したものと思われ
Was it broken when we saw it? I guess we didn't look closely at it. But why? There's no point.
ありません。
Well, it screws over Kay and bye.
しかし推測することなら
Uh-oh. We're gonna be the only person alive, dude. Oh, no, no, no.
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
バングルがこの状態では
Oh, no, dude.
クリアす
They're
る
screwed.
すると私とケイはこの白の扉の先へは進めない。
Do we have the antidote? Did we pick it up? Not this route, man. Unlucky. Oh, no. Shit. You're gonna... Yeah, we know.
なるほど。犯人の狙いはそれか。そいつはこのゲームのルールを利用して間接的に私とケイを殺そうと。そのためにディオのバングルを破壊したんだな。
Can't really do anything about it either.
そう考えるのが最も自然かと。
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
シグマ、お前は先に進め。
I will carry the torch. Solo
さ
win.
っきケイからもらったバングルがあるだろう。あれを持っていれば、お前だけは第二扉を開くことができる。だから、
What that? You know I can't just ditch you guys like that and Kay's gonna step in and like knock us and throw us in like last time.
しかしこの場に留まってい
Maybe.
るのはシグマさんまで
You think I don't know that? But what kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Ah, god damn it. This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. Not this route. There had... Huh? 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 It's locked, but we know the truth. Yeah, I guess it's toes.
もう一つ
Wait.
はハイメトリンっていう禁止解薬
We have the lock open. It's from one of these. Nice.
ルール違反を犯すとバングルの中から注射針が飛び出してこの2つの薬剤を順番に投与するようになってるんだうさお兄ちゃんから聞いたことがあるのステログミンは
Neostigmine. Oh, that's what Dio had with the injector. But I don't know if that was this
つ
route.
まり禁止解薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるんだって
Classic Clover route.
やっぱり
返せよ。そいつは俺が見つけたんだから俺のもの
But
だ。
that only saves one. And I mean, I guess they get to chill, so that's good. To each according to his needle. Of course. The antidote.
解毒剤
Run! I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit. Oh shit. The ultimate run back.
どこに行く
Stay here. I'll be right back. I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room. The ultimate run back, boys. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, buddy. I think Dio put it in his pocket. So what's this route? Come on, come on, come on. Please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... It's only one dose, though. Aha! Found it. Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit. I can't save both of them. Oh no. Don't make me choose. I mean, it's 5, but like, don't make me kill my boy K. I kind of like him now. I actually trust him a lot now. I understand his character. He's just super logical. He's not really sketchy. 1 minute. Shit. I spun around and shot out of the treatment center. The ultimate run back.
3、2、
Oh.
カラードドア
Oh no. What the fuck? Just throw the gun. Well, we killed each other. No, you gotta be kidding me.
シグマさん。
シグマ
Not fast enough, I guess. Ah, there's a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Sopro. Oh, I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumbled to the floor. Everyone's dying. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with turboterrain. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Or you can inject yourself. Oh no. K and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. Can you even inject K? In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I gonna choose? Phi or K? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, K's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. Yeah, true. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, K. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within an arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger. Saved.
シグマお前何を
I injected you with Neostigmine. It's a type of thingy. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
どうして私に
We're selfless. Because I can't use the injection gun on K. It'd never get through the metal. Heh. Guess you've got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind.
お前は今世紀始まって以来の
Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more tender?
嫌だね。私はお前に助けられて
Okay,
生き残るなんて
good one.
そんなこと
Her words slurred and slowed and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good. Fai's gonna be alright. But, Kay... I looked over to his direction. That was when I noticed it. The keyhole. Open? There's a hole in the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
このマスクとスーツを外すことができるのかもしれないな
Wait, then he... But when could he have... It's empty.
そう
Was there something in there before? Oh, he yoinked the key and opened it?
いえ最初から
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Well, what if he lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he got in it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was Kay had been able to remove his armor. And if he had... Oh, when they were away? Oh! What? I don't think so. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Are they saying that like Kay left his armor and went to kill Dio? Like sneaked? But that's like such a small time frame. Can they even really do that? I don't know if that's possible. Kay, wake up. Come on, talk to me. Still think it's Luna. This theory is too cracked for me. I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
シグマ
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left you, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and through the crew quarters, you headed toward the elevator. I guess it's true, Jesus. That's actually like some sick jutes, man. He was really crunching time. And they like rushed back to Kay's armor, so he had to freaking sprint the whole way. I bumped into Fai and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you're in a hurry to get back before Fai and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to Flore, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. What the fuck? He really sprinted then, if he did that all by the time you made the noise. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door. Truly the ultimate run back. Just beat Sigma's, to be honest. Once you were there, you put on your suit again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Kay, wake up, something's happened. You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio? Okay, confirmed. Maybe I'm just blaming Luna too much. Maybe she's actually just fine.
その通りです私が彼を
Why?
このことが
What the heck?
許されたからです
Oh, for killing the mother. That made sense. Yeah, so it's not like some big brain plan. It's just because he realized that old lady was the mother he loved.
彼は私の 切する
Okay.
人の命を
So it's not like I thought like this was a big plan to like ruin the research of his father or whatever, but no. This made sense.
だから
Who did he kill?
殺された老婆のことです。彼女は
What?
私にとって母のような、私に生きる意味を教えてくれた唯一の人。
Wait, are you saying?
そうですね。私が18
Oh.
の時にこの施設にやってきた彼女のことですよ。
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
シグマさん、残念ですがもう時間がないようです。最後に一つだけ実はあるからこれから言うことを
Okay.
必ずあなたにそうよろしいですか。
But why did he destroy the bracelet? Unless it was someone else.
とても重要な
Password?
です。
Password?
決して
Username? Password? For that? He wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I remember anything more than a few seconds?
もしも太陽をくら
Okay.
相当の獅子を見たら
Milkevoli.
MIL
Sorry. Let's see, I have a bomb password. Hayes info. MIL. I'm gonna put the dots just in case. KEV. Oops. Oli. Okay. Nice. New tab. Maybe we can open the other route. The second gate. What the hell? Okay, wait. I should put that then. Actually, in the notepad. Brackets opens second gate. Nice. Thank you. Hey, Kay. Who told you to tell me this? No. Who are you? Show me who you really are. I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. Robot? No. What? Wait, what? Kind of looks like Sigma. What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. Huh? I don't know what's happening. I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. Huh? Also, the flow just popped off. What the heck? This is like an island and let's just zoom in. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what that means. Are we a robot? The second judge. That name. My vision began to blur and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. K ending. This is the K ending, obviously. Unless... Dun, 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 dun. I'm confused. I don't know what that means. That threw a whole wrench. Does that mean Sigma is Zero Senior? Or like what's happening? Or is it just black? Oh, here we go. We don't need... Sorry, we saw that. K end. Okay. Through the looking glass. Yeah, that's confusing. We'll have to think about... We'll have to let that marinate for sure. Anyways, thank you for checking out this episode. Oh, I guess 2 episodes. This was a good recording sesh. Big info. Dio killed the old lady. Zero Senior is probably Santa. The old lady's probably June. K's was created by Zero Senior. He has Sigma's face. Sigma is fake. Luna probably killed Tenmyuji Clover. Maybe. Lots of questions, but we'll figure it out next time. Thanks for checking this out and see you next time. Bye for now.